Now, what do the following names mean to you? Pussy Galore, Odd Job, Jaws. Jaws 2. That's right, Bond, James Bond. And this week the entertainment industry has been agog for news of the new James Bond film. We here at RBG News have secured an exclusive interview with its star Daniel Craig. But first, here's a clip from the new film.
Oh, James.
Oh boy.
Cracking stuff there from Quantum Leap of Solace, the 22nd James Bond film. And we've got its star, Daniel Craig, here in the studio. It's a pleasure to welcome you here, Daniel.
Yes it is.
Now, I noticed that you're a lot more covered up in that scene than in the one in Casino Royale when you famously strode out of the sea wearing only your swimming trunks. Presumably, you're going to have a bit more flesh on display later on in the film for your female fans.
Well, frankly, such scenes have to be in context and tasteful and appropriate and relevant. I'm not going to have my physicality exploited. But yes, about halfway into the new film I do the hokey-cokey in a G-string. Happy?
Now, in the clip we've just seen, we do get our first glimpse of the latest curvaceous Bond girl.
Yes, Isabella. She's really good in the part.
And her character name is Massive Jugs. Now, you're not really trying at all here, are you?
It is totally in context. Her father's name was Toby.
You lot are just running on empty now, aren't you?
You'd have to speak to the producers about that. I just act in the film.
Well, in fact, we did. Earlier on today, we caught up with producer Barbara T. Broccoli in London. Barbara, welcome to London. Now, Miss Broccoli, some people would say that the Bond films are running out of steam and have used up all of their ideas.
Not at all. In fact, we're even heading back to the original Ian Fleming novels for the next one.
And what will that be called?
Chitty Chitty Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. We're casting Kevin Spacey as Karateka's Pats and Michael Jackson as the evil child catcher.
In the film?
Yeah, in the film. Yeah, right.
Anyway, Daniel, wouldn't you agree that while it's all very well for women to go around with their chesticles hanging out, so far the Bond films have solidly ignored any kind of sexuality other than heterosexuality?
Well, in the past I think that's certainly been true. Diamonds Are Forever does have a pair of baddies who come across as an inept couple of Marys. But in the new film, Bond himself is gay, so we have addressed this.
What?
Yes, he's a lesbian. Obviously, this goes some way towards him being a bit more PC, but it also makes sense in that he's better with gadgets and power tools. And as one of the gadgets in the new film is a remote-controlled pair of comfortable shoes and a KD Lang CD, that's perfect.
Amazing. Well, you heard it here first, folks. Oh, plus I also gather that in this film you've got an amazing new car.
That's right, Mangrove. It's a 1995 Ford Fiesta.
And earlier on today we were very privileged to have Daniel himself give us a guided tour of the new car.
Everyone remembers the cars of the Bond film. The Bentley of Goldfinger, the Lotus of The Spy Who Loved Me, the milk float of The Living Daylights. Today, Bond star Daniel Craig brought along the latest vehicle to thrill and spill audiences. Daniel, hello.
Hello, Brian.
Now, Daniel, I gather this ordinary-looking car is absolutely packed with gadgets.
Oh, absolutely. For example, if I pull this lever here, machine guns come out of the headlights. 2 12mm cannons. And if I pull this lever at the top of the gear stick, a cruise missile fires out of the engine block.
And is there a button which generates a smokescreen at the back? That's always a favourite, isn't it?
Well, I wanted one of those, but we had to take it out because it made the car fail the emissions part of the MOT. But what I do have is a button that fires lasers out of the hubcaps.
Daniel, there's no switch there.
It's a secret one.
There's nothing there.
Only I can see it. And here, you like this one? I pull this lever, just here, and this fires a tightrope walker out of the left wing mirror. Watch this. Come back, come back. I haven't shown you the umbrella yet. It turns into a helicopter. Hang on, I'll just find the button. I know it's here somewhere. Hold up.
Fascinating stuff there, Daniel. Now, I gather that as with Casino Royale, the new film revolves around a complicated high-stakes game.
That's right, Mangrove. I spent 6 months being tutored by a world champion until I reached professional level.
And we can see all that preparation in the clip that you've brought along with you today, with you confronting the main villain. That's, Is this right? Stereotype.
Well, we were running out of nationalities to have as villains, especially as everybody's doing the French these days. So Stereo is of Chinese-Irish extraction.
Now, in the past, the Bond films have all had some kind of strange quirk or oddity. We've had eye patches and webbed fingers and steel teeth. Presumably, Stereo has his own particular affliction.
His left hand is a spatula.
A spatula.
Well, there's a lot of sensitivity about portraying villains as handicapped. We could get into all sorts of trouble with that.
The spatula ironically taking you out of the frying pan and into the fire, so to speak.
I'm going to ignore that.
Oh, come on, lighten up. Anyway, with the villain with the spatula for a hand, you could call it The Fry Who Loved Me. On Her Majesty's Secret Dinner Service.
I know 8 ways to kill you with a can of squirty cream, and you'd only enjoy 2 of them.
Here's the clip.
H7.
H7. H7? H7? No, not H7, Mr. Bond, you've sunk my battleship!
Oh, James.
Gripping stuff, and I gather it all builds to an impressive action sequence that will keep audiences on the edge of our seats.
No, we stayed true to the book.
What? No action sequences at all?
Well, the villain does stub his toe towards the end, but I'm not supposed to give that away.
Amazing. Just amazing. Oh, and I gather that you've also stuck with the same writers for this one.
Yes, that's right. Purvis and Wade. Peter Purvis has experience with a lot of audiences, from being a Doctor Who assistant to hosting Kickstart. And Virginia Wade brings precisely what you'd want from someone who won Wimbledon. Once.
And as with Casino Royale, I gather that the script has also been given a final polish by P. Haggis.
No, A. Haggis. That's it over there.
Oh, hello! Anyway, that's all we have time for. So a special thanks to Daniel Craig for unexpectedly dropping in with some preview footage of the new James Bond film. But I warn you, Craig, if you continue to follow my producer to work, she's going to call the police. Anyway, I'll see you for the evening news. So for now, it's good night from me and the RBG News team. That's me, Badger Hunt. Mangrove Badger Hunt.
Stop that.